Perpendicular mean when we're thinking of lines. It means 90-degree angle. What else does it mean in terms of the equation? And this is all the way back to Algebra 1. We learned in Algebra 1, you learn about parallel lines, and you learn about perpendicular lines and their relationship to the equation.
So the slope is the opposite reciprocal?
You got it. Opposite reciprocal. For the slope. Now these two words mean two different things. We need to make sure we know what they mean. Opposite, hopefully you guys know what opposite means now. I was big on this last week. What does opposite mean?
Inverse.
Not inverse.
Negative.
The opposite sign. The sign changes. So you can't think of it as positive and negative. What does reciprocal mean? Not inverse. Flip. You flip it over. That's the reciprocal. Good. This is exactly right. Opposite reciprocal slope, you take the slope, you flip it over and change the sign. Alright, let's look at the word bisector. Okay, goes through, more specifically though. Goes through the midpoint. What does bisect mean then? Bi means two. You're cutting a segment in two equal parts. So the moment you think of that, we cut this segment in two equal parts. What are we thinking? What's the word for that? Midpoint. It is asking us to find the midpoint. Which do we have a formula for? Yes. All right, now let's visualize this. Let's get a picture of this. So what this is going to look like is you have a midpoint. Boom, there it is. And Lilybeth, I saw your group doing this, which was great. You guys were using your fingers to illustrate this. Then you have a perpendicular line that travels through it that looks something like that. The question is, you need to find the equation for this line, right? All right. And the beauty of this is that is the slope for the line AB. What did you come up with? Perfect. 7 over 4. Now this is the slope of AB, right? Which looks about right. Positive slope. Is this the slope of my new perpendicular line? No. So how do I change this to make it perpendicular? Lilybeth? Yeah, you flip it. 4 over 7. And then we add the negative, which does the opposite. There's our slope. All right, the next point of this is part of this is midpoint. Kevin, what was the midpoint? What did you guys come up with for the midpoint? Kevin, what was the midpoint?
We came up with 5, 1.5.
Perfect. Or 3 over 2, either way. Good. And there's your midpoint. I'm not going to do the math for that. That's just plugging in a formula, right? Yeah. Is all of this Algebra 2 and Algebra 1? Yeah. Okay. Now, final equation is going to be in our HK form, which makes our life really easy. And who would like to tell us our final equation? Hey, what?
Y equals negative 4 over 7, parentheses x minus 5 plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5. Let's check this out. Lindsay, where am I going with the negative 5? Which direction?
You're going to go to right.
All right, and Ariella, the 1.5?
I'm going to go to 5.
Perfect. There it is. And we can box this. And I have a negative slope. Does that make sense with this line that's going down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should work out.